serious? It's fun. We come on here to say we're not doing it.
Yeah,
we
came on because we're just like, oh man, I don't know if we could do it, but it seems to be working now. So
but we don't know why it's working because we just did the test and said the test was bad.
The test said it failed, but evidently it's not failing on the thing.
Nobody knows how any of this works.
Yeah. How many people are even watching at this point? Though?
Yeah, and everybody just go home. It's 9:40.
Let me look here real quick on this. Are you on this computer? No. Yes. Maybe. No. Put it up.
I'm kind of, but not really. You can do it.
Stop sharing.
Yeah, you can stop sharing.
Yeah, there's like 10 people watching.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
We love you guys.
Well, yeah, it took a moment to get it.
I gotta see if it's
YouTube
gonna.
and Twitch just came back.
Hey
People are
guys,
trying.
how we doing? We'll go back for a minute. We'll see what happens. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's.
I think this guy's like cucks.
What is that all about?
I didn't even do anything.
What do we do?
It's not my fault. I fucking reset everything. I reset all of it.
Cuckcast.
It's fucking.
Cuckcast.
It's fucking Ian's fault. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't fuck it.
Well, maybe you should have. Whatever you didn't do, you should have.
Super funny. God, it's fucking hilarious. It's fucking Ian's fault though. It is 100% Ian's fault.
It is Ian's fault.
No.
Technical and creative.
He sounded so
I know.
sad
He sounds
there.
sad about
He
it.
sounded
You
so
should be sad
sad.
about it.
He started so sad.
You should let your sorrow motivate you.
YouTube chat is starting a cargo cult. I love it.
Did you guys like the ad? From last
Look
week?
at
Everybody
that.
liked the
We're
ad
up to
from last
39 people still watching.
Hey guys,
This is a very intimate stream right now.
Did you guys like Ian's ad? Because Ian's ad was terrible last week. Tom, did you hear it?
I did. That's the thing. I
so
didn't hear it.
bad.
I did not. I'm going to listen to it on my ride home.
It's really, he just tries too hard sometimes. He's just a try hard. You know, I think that's.
It's just a try.
I made him laugh. Did you hear
did.
that?
I know. You
made
actually
him
got
laugh.
you got a real
I did
Ian
make
laugh.
him
It's rare to get a real one.
It's rare to get an Ian laugh.
Usually he just does those polite laughs, like where you like,
YouTube
fucking
isn't
don't
working?
patronize me, Ian.
YouTube still isn't
Are you
working?
serious?
Well, it's a different link now, everybody. It's a different. Hold on, let me send you. The
Jesus
link.
Christ.
It doesn't go to the same link. Here.
How the
YouTube's
fuck are
not
they going to
working.
get
How
it?
would they get
How
it,
would they get
Ian?
it? Ian?
You just sent that to who? People on
The
Discord?
people that are asking for it. The people that are asking for it are in the chat.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They would have to go to a different link if it just worked, Ian.
Hell.
I'm so upset with Ian right now.
Tell me about the pancakes.
I didn't
When we last left off,
yeah.
there was going to be blueberry
Okay,
pancakes.
So they make a big deal out of this fucking bed and breakfast that like, okay, so you got to sign the fucking ledger or whatever every
Right.
night. Like it's a fucking
Every night you gotta sign the
it's
ledger, you gotta
Raiders
s-
of
oh
Lost,
my God.
Lost Ark. You got to choose your breakfast in the morning so they know what the fuck to cook. Tom.
in the evening.
Because they only have 2 fucking breakfasts. It's not like it's a like if you came into my kitchen, Tom.
Yeah.
If you came into my kitchen, you said, and I said, Tom, what can I make you? And you said, I would like pancakes, and I would say, no, I'm sorry, I only have eggs. I would just make you pancakes, right? Like, I
Right,
mean,
yeah.
that's what I think. When I think bed and breakfast, I think somebody stayed at your house, and you're nice to them in the morning. You don't just kick them out immediately.
Right. So you
And
make
you
'em a nice
make them a nice breakfast. This motherfucker's like I got to choose the night before, and you can't fucking go back. You can't renew. You can't change your mind.
So if you wake up and you're like, oh man, I don't have a taste
Oh
for
man, I don't have a taste for
what I had
like
last night,
whatever nasty sandwich they were going to serve me. But in any case, so I a sandwich
Okay.
or blueberry pancakes, and I was like, well, I'll just get the blueberry pancakes. It was,
I hope these are microwave pancakes.
dude, I've had better pancakes at McDonald's.
Oh,
They
no.
were not good. They were rubbery and
They were
like,
microwave pancakes.
and it looks like somebody kind of like was walking by with blueberries and accidentally spilled some on there. Like it was one of those like, whoopsie, I'm sorry. It was terrible. It was terrible. And also they don't tell you like what you're supposed to do. So I don't know where to sit. There's like a bunch of people in this
Wait, what do
place.
you look where to sit?
Yeah, there's like a dozen.
Is it like
little
at someone's
tables.
house where everyone has
there's
like assigned seating?
But there's like a million tables, dude. I don't know, like, because there's like a table for 2 here, a table for 2 here in the same dining room. Then there's another dining room with a big table, and then there's
What?
2 tables outside on the thing, and then there's a seating area. We could have your coffee at a couch, and there's so you don't know where to go. I'm just like if they would just tell me. If there was just a sign, be
So-
like, seat yourself, we'll come to you. Even if there was just a little
Right.
sign that said seat, there wasn't anything.
So you just walk into a space that's kind of commercial, kind of residential, but neither of both.
Yes. And then you don't know what to do.
And you don't know what to do.
So now it's a fucking big quiz.
I
now
would
it's
just
like
take my dick out. I would 100% just take my dick out.
We went
in
there.
doubt.
We went there, and Sarah's looking at me while she's eating her pancakes, and she's looking up. She's like, "You are so mad right now," and I'm like, "You have no fucking idea how mad I am. I am so mad. When that guy comes by to fill my coffee, I'm gonna beat him to death with this mug. I'm gonna beat him to death." I was so upset, and so we walk out of there, and I look at her, and I'm like, "We are not having breakfast here again." She's like, 100% agree. We're not doing that again. But we
yeah, it's not like she had the meal of her life while you were there.
She was upset. Yeah. She did not enjoy it either. But it was terrible. It was genuinely terrible. I'll never stay at a bed and breakfast again. I would rather stay in like fucking The Walking Dead than stay in a bed and breakfast again. It was the worst.
It might be, if you're stuck in one of those towns, it might be what converts you to try an Airbnb.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You rent the whole house. That's the beautiful
I guess. I didn't even look at that. And they did not have any hotels that I could see that had any kind of vacancies. So, it was a terrible experience. But Acadia National Park is very beautiful. So I will say that.
I would love to see it.
It's a beautiful park.
I would love to see it.
It's a beautiful park. And I even visited it during a nor'easter, and it was still beautiful. Well, it rained on us all day, and it was still gorgeous.
I just like saying the word nor'easter.
Nor'easter's an awesome word.
I feel authentic when I say nor'easter.
It's like a fucking big deal, though, because like when we pulled into Boston the next day, there's fucking trees down and shit. Like legit trees in the park in Boston. There's like a giant tree just like fucking over. And it pulled all the dirt out from underneath. It like fucking, and this is not a small tree. This is like a birth of the nation tree. This is like an old timey tree.
It probably died from sorrow after seeing what's happened over the last 200 years.
But it was seriously it's a big storm. It's like a big deal. I'd never been there, so
the storm is approaching.
It was a big storm. It was. It was crazy though, and they had said that they don't really happen that time of year. But hey, it's global warming, so
a lot of things.
Who knows what could happen?
Cecil, a lot of things are happening that we didn't expect the last couple of years. Yep.
Yeah. Oh man, it was something else though. But it was. I will say, Boston's an awesome city. Boston's a great city. I've never been there before. I really enjoyed that. Thought that was a lot of fun. So I enjoyed that a lot. Hey guys, I know that there's only like 100 people here or something like that, but I just want you guys to know, Vulgarity for Charity started back up.
It did.
It started back up. So you guys, Vulgarity for Charity is on. It is fucking 100% moving forward. And you can donate to Vulgarity for Charity at Vulgarity for Charity. That's the word, not the number, at gmail.com. And if you donate $50, you can submit your receipt and you'll be put in a drawing to get your roast done. We're doing 200 roasts. The top 100 people that we're going to roast. So the top 100 donors will automatically get their roast. And then we're going to take those people out of the list. And then we're doing a drawing for everybody else that had $50 or more and submitted their receipt, and you have a chance of 100 of those people are going to get chosen.
And this way, there'll still be a nice, sizable chunk of roasts without being 2 fucking years of writing roasts.
It's 2 years of roasts is too much.
We did 1,100 and change roasts last time. That's too much.
It's so much. It's just way too much. So we can't dedicate that much showtime to it. It's just like we did like 20 Vulgarity for Charity episodes. That's with them. That's 40 minutes a piece. Right. It's so much. And don't get me wrong, we love the outpouring.
Oh, it's great.
But there's just so much.
It consumes so much airtime.
And so we're gonna absolutely set it up so that there's 100 roasts that are chosen at random, 100 people that are the biggest donors, and there's $100,000 match on the table.
That's a huge match.
$100,000.
We could definitely hit the same kind of numbers we hit last year.
$300K easy.
And you guys have had 2 years. We haven't harassed you. We haven't begged you for money for 2 years.
Yeah.
So now we're begging you for money.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, Vulgarity for Charity is back and running, and we're going to be closing it down Thanksgiving Day. So you have, until the 24th, I want to say it is, or 25th. I'm not sure what day it ends, but
I remember that
it ends one
Ian,
of those
do you know
days.
when it ends?
The 25th.
25th.
See, there you go.
There you go. Thank you.
That's what Ian's for.
There we go.
Real quick, I got to shout out Matt and Lindsay because they're blowing that shit up. So Matt and Lindsay, hey guys, I saw you in there. I see you.
Okay.
You are in there. So they're one
Hi,
of the,
Matt and Lindsay.
Hey guys.
I remember when you guys came to Chicago.
Love those guys.
Yeah.
I do. I love them.
Was she super freezing in Chicago?
Oh yeah. So Lindsay, my friend Lindsay, Matt and Lindsay come to town. They're from Southern California. Matt and I are doing like a CrossFit competition December. And it was a beautiful day. See, so it was like one of those like perfect Chicago light winter days.
Yeah, we
It's
hung
like
out that
35.
night, so it was 35. And a light mist of snow.
With those snowflakes that are like this big that float.
Yeah, it's great.
Lindsay had 7 layers of clothes on. We still had to stop more than once so she could like get the fucking feeling back in her limbs. I think, if I remember right, I think we had to stop and buy her shoes.
Dude.
Because her shoes were insufficient for the 35. 35, I was wearing a t-shirt and my jacket wasn't zipped.
100% there was dudes that were in like just sweatshirts out.
Right.
Guaranteed.
It's 35.
Yeah, 35 in the winter.
I've gone out to drive my kid to school at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's like 35, 39 degrees lately. I don't put a jacket on.
Sure.
Like I'll like go out, I'll have a long sleeve shirt on.
Yeah.
And you're like,
That's
yeah,
what
whatever.
I have on. Yeah.
Like,
it's
the
funny
jacket was way over
because well, it's funny because like early in the season, I almost always overdress because I'm cold because of this of the summer. But it's funny, a 55-degree day in the fall has me in a coat.
Yeah, right.
But a 55-degree day in the spring, I'm like swimming in the lake.
Yeah, you're in a Speedo. You're in a absolute. I once tried it. There was once a warm snap in January, and I tried to go camping. Because it was like this 60-degree weekend.
Sure.
So I was like, I'm going to camp.
Oh,
and I didn't account for the cold at night.
Cold.
I was a young person. I'm like, I am going to. And so I drove and I set my shit up. And then it was like 30. And I'm like, my shit is not for 30 degrees.
30 degrees at night when you're camping. The ground just sucks every bit of heat out of you. It's the worst.
And you've got to have the gear for that shit. And if you don't.
Camping sucks anyway. And then you fucking throw on 30 degrees. The fuck out of here.
Horrible.
The fuck out of here. Hilarious. Super funny.
Jerry McLean, y'all are weird. 35 would be cold as fuck in London. Yeah, but it's not actually cold. It's just not. That's like when the water comes out when you turn the cold water on.
You know, it's funny. Remember when there was like snow? I see Rachel in here talking about 35 is how you send Southerners into a panic. But I'll tell you what, fucking if it snows down there, shit closes down 100%. Like they don't fuck around.
No.
Like
they don't have plows or salt.
They don't.
There's no infrastructure.
Literally, no, we won't do anything. They don't even leave. And it's just a tiny dusting where it's just like the littlest.
Well, their cars are just, they can't.
Yeah.
They can't. None of them know how to drive. Silent Dis, I think, said that he's from Rochester. It's 6 degrees Celsius there. And he's like, it's comfy. I was just in Rochester last week. So that's where Mayo Clinic was. We just got back from there. We're just in Rochester, Minnesota. So that's a nice little town, by the way.
Is it?
It is. When you drive up there, there's fucking nothing. It's like it's 5 hours from here. It's 4 hours and 58 minutes of nothing.
Yeah,
absolutely nothing. But Rochester's like actually kind of a pretty little
nice
city out in the middle of nowhere. Like just
how close is it to the population centers up there?
Gosh, I don't even know, to be honest.
Did you guys stop in Minneapolis?
No, because you go straight through Wisconsin and then you just go that way. So
I was
all
call it Minnesota, but that's not the name. I was like, did you stop in Minnesota? Yes, you did.
Yeah, we did.
But I thought that was a city. I was like, no, that's not a city.
The route we took, we went all the way through Wisconsin. So the whole north end of the trip was all Wisconsin.
Okay.
And then you just shoot over. And then you cross over and you're in Rochester. But it's a cute little city.
Nice.
It really is. Like it's not ugly. It's got lots of big buildings. You could get a decent food if you wanted to, I think. Like we didn't, but like there was lots of cute little places and stuff. It's a nice little city.
Yeah. Okay, so let's end the stream with Ian explaining to us why this worked and the other stuff didn't.
Yeah.
Hey Ian, let's do a little Q&A.
Yeah.
So earlier the stream was not working. And now it's working. So
what changed?
What we want to know is exactly why that happened.
Mm-hmm. And before you,
is that a static?
I also do want to note before you answer fully and in careful, exquisite detail, Ian, that we actually thought this wasn't going to work, and so we came on to cancel.
At your insistence, by the way,
based on the numbers
that you were quoting us
from
you were saying.
Yeah. Oh, New Zealand. It was JFK Jr. entering our dimension.
Oh, God. We talk about that on this week's show, guys.
That story's nuts.
That story's so good. That story is so fucking good. Holy shit. That's amazing. Ian, are you there?
Yeah.
So
I don't fucking know.
All right, we did have a super chat. You want to read that?
Oh yeah.
You got to read it in a robot voice, though. Whatever. There you go.
Beep. It was 59, and I saw a woman in a parka. I'm in Texas.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I bet you. You know, that's the thing though. Like, wasn't there real problems when Texas, because there was no clothes down there?
People were having a hard time getting
They
coats and
literally
shit.
don't even have the types of clothes that you would need to stay warm in some of the colder, when Texas got cold for a little while. And they lost all that heat because they fucking privatized their grid or whatever.
Yeah. Well, when I was a kid, I remember when I was in first grade, I moved from living with my mom, who lived in Tampa, to living with my dad, who lived in Chicago. We moved in February. And it was a very sudden sort of a thing. And we didn't have winter coats. We didn't have any winter clothes, because why would you have winter clothes? So we moved to Chicago with 1 day's notice in February.
Yeah.
And we didn't own coats. We didn't own gloves, boots, hat, like nothing.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, why would you own that in Tampa?
Yeah.
You just wouldn't.
Did we get another one, Ian?
Yeah, there were a couple from before. This one says, it took me a while to realize Vulgarity for Charity episodes were continuations and not duplications. Yeah, guys, longest year ever, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was long. It was long. But we, that outpouring was amazing. It was just genuinely amazing. We hope that people will do the same thing.
Yeah.
The need is still there. The need is still there, and people are right now. I was talking to Keith, and Keith said, even though we got $100,000 match this time, that need is there because people are exhausted. There's, they're at the end of the charity. There's just not as much charity. There's charity fatigue right now, and because last year was such a charity heavy thing. So yeah, it's 100%. That needs to have.
Well, there's a lot of people in trouble.
There's a lot of people in trouble, and this can help so many people. Yeah. And all it takes is $50 to change someone's life. Yeah. You know what I mean? And think about that for a second. $50 changes somebody's life. And and here's the thing: it's not $50; it's $100 because there's a match. So up to $200,000, guys. Until we get to $200,000, every dollar is doubled. So
well, and maybe we wouldn't be doing this if we had passed the $6 trillion social safety net, or the $3.5 trillion social safety net, or the $1.5 trillion social safety net, or the $1.3 trillion, or the $2.15 social safety.
Pretty soon,
Joe Manchin's like, I don't know.
Pretty soon, Joe Manchin's going to be like, here's a quarter, kid, choke on it. That's going to be.
God, I would choke the fucking life out of Joe Manchin.
Could we offer to somehow fist fight him? Because is there a dollar amount for Vulgarity for Charity where one of us could? Because I'll do it. I'll happily fight him, or I'll happily watch you fight him. I'll tape your hands up for you.
We should all do it.
I feel like, but I'd love to kick the shit out of Joe Manchin.
Everybody should get an opportunity.
It'd be so much fun. God, that'd be so much fun.
Everybody in America should just be able to get
There's a couple people in Congress that I'd be like, yeah, man, let's do it. Matt Gaetz. It'd be so much fun. Yeah, God, that would be a hoot.
Right now, I'm madder at Joe Manchin than I am at Matt Gaetz.
Me too.
Because he's just a fucking traitor.
Yeah, Matt Gaetz is just
Matt Gaetz was just always
he's an awful person. He's a criminal.
Someone's going to beat him up in jail.
Yeah, when
he goes to jail, someone's going to beat him up in jail.
Yeah.
He's never going to be able to maintain that hairstyle.
I 100%. The thing is I want to fight Joe Manchin, but I want to pick the weapon. I want to be like, all right, let me pick. It's sabers, bitch.
I would have to go bare knuckle because I would want to.
You'd want to feel it.
I would want to feel it.
No, I get it. I get it. Yeah.
Like
I want to look at him like he's the fucking 6-fingered man. That's what I want to do. Yeah. Okay, guys, it's almost 10 o'clock. We still have more show to record. Sorry that our stream was not good tonight. It was mainly Ian's fault. Everybody just do me a favor in the chat. Do me a favor and just put an F in chat for Ian's job. Can everybody do that? Can everybody put an F in chat for Ian's job?
Fine. The
'Cause
great
it's-
resignation continues.
No, I'm not doing a Delilah Comcast rant. The Delilah voice hurts my voice. Like, it genuinely hurts my voice.
I can tell that it hurts.
It hurts my voice. I don't like doing it. I'm not a fan of it. And fucking Eli writes
Eli
it.
loves it.
Eli likes it when I lean away from the mic
And yell.
and when I yell, and then when I also do the Delilah voice. He loves those so much. I hate it. I can't do it. It's so tough. Although I did learn how they say. Like, I kind of learned a little bit more about the dialect. It's not Portland, Maine. It's Potland, Maine.
What?
Yeah, they don't pronounce R's, so it's
So they
Potland.
just go AH
Yod.
instead of OR?
So it's yod instead of yard. They would say yod. And Potland, they say Potland. They say haba. That's how they say. They just cut the R out, I guess. If it's in the middle, it's R. It's a haba. They say the one at the end, R. It's haba. I guess they don't say it at the end either. It's like a haba. They end with an A sound.
Wow.
Yeah, it's weird. Potland, though. That's how they were saying it while I was there.
What about the Boston accent? Was the Boston accent, was it like wicked hard?
Hod. But again, it's the R is gone. Hod. There's no R there. Hod. Wicked hod. That's how they say it.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's weird.
Was it a little weird?
It's very strange. Yeah. There's a couple dudes out there that I walked into that sandwich shop and it was like it was like the soup Nazi scene from Jerry Seinfeld. I was 100% frozen in fear and people are screaming and the guys look at us like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? You're just like, I don't fucking know, man. It was pretty scary. So yeah.
What is your favorite American accent? Do you have one? Do you have a favorite and a least favorite?
I love the Boston accent. I think the Boston accent is amazing. I also like the really far down, like, can't almost understand you Southern accent. I think that's a great one too. Just because it's funny.
I love the New Orleans Cajun accent.
Oh yeah.
I love it so much.
That one is just mush. Like, I
love it because you remember that show, like, there was a show on TV that was hot for a minute where people were like alligator hunting or something.
Oh yeah.
And they had to caption those people.
They did. You couldn't
because it was literally just like.
Well, they start to say a sentence and then they just kind of hubba the rest of the sentence, and then they're just like, there's a caption. You're like, there's no fucking way they said that.
It's amazing.
No fucking way they said that.
That accent is it's hands down. That's my favorite because it's
a great one.
It's just.
I love the Minnesota one too. Like,
you betcha.
The one that's up there is a really good one. I think that's a good one.
Oh, you know.
We have one. The Midwestern.
The Midwest accent is that we don't. Yeah. This is how the language is supposed.
This is how it's supposed to be spoken.
This is it.
Yeah. This is
everything else is a mistake.
If you are speaking it differently from any place in the world, I mean, this is the normal way to speak. So
this is it. Everybody else is doing it wrong.
Put that thing up there, Ian. Come on.
Put what thing? Where? What?
Don't we have to go? Or yeah, if you have a super chat, go ahead.
Oh, this was. Did y'all see the photo of Manchin in cinema talking with McConnell on the floor?
I didn't see it, but did you see the photo of fucking Mitt Romney in cinema pretending to do Ted Lasso? Did you see this?
No, what?
They dressed up like Halloween. Did you see this? You missed it?
I did not see this. No, what? I think I was a little away from the news for a few days. Yeah, I must have missed some things.
It's terrible. Okay. And barf. Thank you, Lou. That's exactly how I felt too. All right, we got to go. I have to do the end scene? Is that what I do? I hit end?
You can do the end. Yeah,
all right.
There you go.
We got to go, everybody. We've got other show to record. Check out the show on Monday, though. We had a really good time recording. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right, we got to go yell at Ian behind the scenes, everybody. So take care of yourself, and hopefully Ian will be better next week, and he'll have things ready.
The real abuse begins when we're off there.
Absolutely. All right, bye, everybody.
People have to go to Adam and Eve, or I won't.
Adam and Eve. Yeah. Go to Adam and Eve, because if not, we got to fire Ian. All right. So long, everybody.
There's really no reason to have them without those ads.
Without Adam and Eve, you don't really need them.
Buy a dildo.
Buy a dildo, guys.